Susanna.
I'll be with you in a moment.
That isn't difficult to arrange, is it?
A bridge game with 3 eligible middle-aged bachelors? I'll try. How's your bridge?
Who wants to play bridge?
Oh, good morning. You're Mr. Kenneth McNabb, cabin A17, right?
Three.
Do you play shuffleboard, Mr. McNabb?
I do.
Oh, fine. Then you'll enter our tournament, won't you?
I won't.
Oh, Miss Pomeroy. Why, Mrs. Russell, how nice to see you again.
Oh, no, dear, not Russell. That was the Caribbean cruise.
Oh, that's right. It's Williams now, isn't it?
No, Williams was Hawaii. Now think. Shipboard romance, wedding in Naples.
Ah, Mrs. Hatfield.
That's right, my dear. I sometimes think he was the nicest one of all.
Was?
Yes, dear. And that's why I'm depending on you to... Who is that interesting-looking man over there in the brown suit?
Well, I don't know, but I'll be happy.
Bless you, my dear. I'll wait right here.
Good morning. I'm Susanna Pomeroy, the social director.
Social director?
I'm supposed to introduce people to people. The ones who don't know each other, that is. What events may I put you down for, Mr...
Glowry. Duncan Glowry.
Well, that's a Scotch name, isn't it?
Scottish. Scottish descent.
Captain Huxley, I don't know how you could ever run your ship without Miss Pomeroy.
Well, I'd force myself.
There's somebody I'd like you to meet. Would you mind?
Oh.
Here she comes now with the man I told her I wanted to meet. Isn't she a miracle worker?
Morning, Captain Huxley.
Morning, Miss Pomeroy.
Here we are. I'd like
Here's who?
I want you two to meet each other.
Why?
Well, because I think you're going to be great friends. You're practically fellow countrymen.
Ah, well, in that case...
Mr. Kenneth McNabb, Mr. Duncan Glowry.
Gosh, Lassie.
What was that all about?
Miss Pomeroy, it was vitally important that one man in all of Europe did not know me by my right name.
And that man was...
Kenneth McNabb. As soon as he heard the name Glowry, the deal was dead.
I'm terribly sorry. Was there a lot of money involved?
Not money, the Glowry wine cup.
You were traveling all the way to Scotland just to buy a wine cup?
It's not just a wine cup. For generations, before every battle, the Glowrys toasted to victory with that cup. That's why the McNabbs stole it.
He won't sell you back what's rightfully yours?
Not as long as I'm a Glowry. And to think I promised it to my daughter for our first grandchild, who's to be expected at any moment.
And I wasn't much help, was I?
Oh, don't concern yourself. All you did was upset an apple cart that is costing me which way to the bar. Captain, take my word for it, your passengers aren't safe with that woman aboard.
Miss Pomeroy, what have you done now?
Me?
You.
Oh, just upset an old Scottish apple cart. But I'll have it right side up in no time. I promise you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Miss Pomeroy?
Oh, Mr. McNabb, I hope I'm not disturbing you again.
No, lass, if a pretty girl like you cannot disturb me, I'd really have something to worry about.
Oh, you're sweet.
Aye. I need been that abrupt with you, the news. You know, I'm nervous on board ship. I'm not what they call a seafaring man.
Oh, this ship is perfectly safe.
That's as may be.
Well, what I really wanted to talk to you about, Mr. McNabb, was Mr. Glowry.
I wouldn't touch on that subject if I were you, lass.
But surely you have nothing against him personally.
His name's Glowry, isn't it? It was a thieving Glowry that tried to drown Angus McNabb, his fellow soldier, just to steal his equipment.
He did?
It was a cowardly Glowry that deserted and fled the field of battle, leaving the outnumbered McNabbs to the mercy of the foe.
When was that?
At the Battle of Bannockburn. 1314.
Seems like only yesterday.
Ruthless. The whole clan of the Glowries, grinning, while those stones, one by one, came tumbling down. Grinning. Laughing.
See, she's working everything out just like she said. That's why I call her my little miracle worker.
You never should have deserted at Bannockburn.
No. Did I cut you?
No, I was just thinking of Duncan Glowry. I guess there's no way to solve his problem.
Oh, Glowry?
No, you cut me.
Lifeboat drill tomorrow morning.
My, how exciting. What do you think I ought to wear?
A lifebelt. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a cablegram to deliver to a Mr. Duncan Glowry. Glowry. He'll tip me with a thank you.
Cedric, I'll be happy to deliver that cablegram for you.
You will?
In fact, I insist on it.
Oh, what about your manicure?
Go ahead without me.
Who is it?
Miss Pomeroy, I have a cablegram for you, Mr. Glowry.
Well, Miss Pomeroy, surely that fertile little mind of yours can think of a fresher idea than, Why, it's a boy!
Oh, isn't that wonderful? You're a grandfather.
Nothing at all, really. 8 pounds, 12 ounces. Now, there's a Glowry for you.
Well, now you've just got to keep your promise to your daughter. We've got to get that cup back.
We don't have to do anything, Miss Pomeroy. We have done enough.
Miss Glowry, if we had a lifeboat drill, and if a certain nervous man was made to think it was for real, and if another man helped the nervous man to his lifeboat station, wouldn't somebody be awfully grateful to somebody?
Oh, Miss Pomeroy, do you think I'll be overdressed with these?
Not for lifeboat drill, Mrs. Hatfield.
Oh, Mr. McCoy, perhaps we can share the same lifeboat?
Why, I didn't even know you knew my name.
Man the boats! Disaster at sea! Women and children first! Man the children! Women and boats first!
Mr. Glowry, here yet?
Not yet.
Keep it up.
But a little more panic in your voice.
Oh,
Man the boats! All the sea that's going to sea!
Come in.
oh, here, I'll help you.
Thank you, lass.
Oh, that's wrong.
I always knew I'd meet a watery grave.
All right, I'll take over. We can't let the man drown, you know.
You!
Oh, thank heaven for a brave man.
Just be calm, Mr. McNabb.
I'll say it if it chokes me. I'm very grateful to you.
It's at times like this that a man's differences should be buried.
Larry.
We better hurry.
Your life.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh.
Mr. McNabb.
Hurry, everybody. We're sinking fast.
Just keep going, Mr. McNabb. I'll get you there.
Be calm. Be cool. Be calm, all. Be cool. You can stop now. They've gone. Oh.
Boats 36 and 42 have been lowered, Captain. Empty as per your instructions.
Excellent time, Bosun.
Boat 36, here they are.
I'll never forget you for this, Glowry.
Well, nothing at all, man. Nothing at all. Here we go into the boat now.
Ready? Yeah.
Mr. Glowry, no! No!
Relax, relax. I just put him in the lifeboat.
I don't dare look. Is this lifeboat number 36?
Yes, it is. Why?
No boat. Mr. Glowry was really trying to help Mr. McNabb.
By trying to drown him? Now, Miss Pomeroy, I only have 20/20 vision, so I could be wrong. But from where I stood, he deliberately threw the man overboard. Now, how does your facile mind explain that?
Well, maybe I'll have the answer after we get back from the castle.
Castle? What castle?
Mr. McNabb's. He's invited Nugie and me to visit with him in Scotland while the ship's docked at Southampton.
Now, why would a man in his right mind do that?
You'll never believe this, but Mr. McNabb thinks I saved his life.
I'm sure he does. But does he also know that you were responsible for Mr. Glowry trying to dunk him in the ocean?
Well, no. And please don't tell him, Captain Huxley, or the baby will never get the wine cup.
Shall we not try and change the subject?
Oh, but I didn't. You see, the wine cup and the baby and Mr. Glowry and Mr. McNabb all go together.
And I'm sure they'll make a happy little foursome. Good day, Miss Pomeroy. Since I cannot control your activities on dry land, I can only hope that Mr. McNabb's castle doesn't come tumbling down on top of his head while you're his guest.
Well, at least not until I settle the feud.
Settle the feud?
On dry land, sir, on dry land. I wonder where Mr. McNabb is.
Look, I'd hate to have to wear this thing.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
Mr. McNabb left word. Would you please make yourselves at home? He's on the golf course. He'll be back very shortly. That was worn by Angus McNabb. He was a very strong man.
Angus was a strong man. His tailor was a strong man.
It certainly is an interesting place.
Yes, but you'll find most of the trophies in the library, miss. But mind the fireplace mantel.
Horace!
That's my wife, miss. She's a cook here.
Well, now, don't let us detain you. We'll just look around.
Aye, but mind that mantel now.
Look at the trophies. I wonder what he meant about the medal. Luigi, this is it, the wine cup. The Glowry Victory Cup, taken in 1712. A noble and gallant act of thievery.
Thievery?
Committed by Bruce McNabb the Quick.
Oh, it's beautiful.
What's that?
Well, it's a fireplace.
No, that.
Oh.
It's a Dutch oven. That's where they used to bake bread.
Oh, how could they bake bread in a thing like that?
Well, in the olden days, they wanted to save fuel, so when a fire was lit in here, the heat would go through the stones into the oven.
Oh, it's so nice to have a friend around that can explain everything. Show it to me again.
Sure. Boy, living was a lot harder in those days. People didn't just stand around.
You can say that again.
I wish I had my camera to get some pictures of these things. Oh, I could get a dandy one of that wine cup. Luigi, are you all right?
Yes, but where are we? It's as dark as a dungeon down here.
I've got news for you.
What?
It is a dungeon.
Oh, let's get out of here. Let's get...
Maybe there's a secret door in here somewhere. In the wall.
What is it?
Cobweb room.
I thought you touched a ghost.
Don't talk about ghosts at a time like this.
Anybody home?
Would you please answer the door for me, miss?
Of course.
do you do? I'd like to see Mr. McNabb.
Well, he isn't here right now.
Oh. Well, I'm Hartley E. Benson, Miss McNabb. I spoke to your father this morning about buying the Glowry Cup.
The Glory Cup? Oh, no, man. My father wouldn't sell the Glory Cup.
I think he would. You see, I deal in antiques, and I arranged to buy the cup.
You did?
Yes. Now, could I see it, please?
I didn't think my father wants to sell. No, I didn't.
You're a regular little Scotch trader, aren't you? But the price was right, and he did sell.
Oh, but he couldn't. No, man. We're very stubborn. Very, very stubborn.
I think I'd better wait for your father.
But he won't be back for hours. He went skating on the pond.
What? Skating? Well, there's no ice at this time of year.
I told you we were stubborn.
Are you Mrs. McNabb?
Well, am I? Oh, you're my bonny wee governess. Aye, she's that forgetful. And it's time for my music lesson.
Look, Miss McNabb, if you would just be kind enough to let me have that wine cup, I'll leave my check and I'll be on my way.
You be wasting your time, man.
Miss, I wonder if you could help me. I'm really...
All right. I'll take you to the cup, buddy governess. The bread may be burning and me father be approaching. The bread may be burning. Oh! Right this way, Mr. Benson.
Thank you very much, dear.
There it is, Mr. Benson, right on the mantel.
It's perfectly beautiful.
Isn't it lovely?
You ought to see the oven. How long are you going to keep him down there?
Until we bought the cup.
Well, who's that with the new one? Aye. You're a heartwarming sight, lass, with that bonny cap. That was me wife's.
I hope you don't mind my wearing it. It was lying on the bureau.
Oh, mind me, lass. Matter of fact, you remind me of my own sainted Jenny.
Well, thank you.
That's her here. There's the girl, when we were first man and wife.
She was beautiful.
Aye, she was bonny. Yeah, when I look at you, lass, I can hear the bluebells in her voice, singing, roaming in the gloaming, singing and dancing. I mind the time when the three of us danced the heel and fling.
Three?
Aye, Michelle and Jeannie, and Randolph MacDuff. He was my rival for Jeannie's hand. Oh, aye. Alas, you do remind me of her.
Roaming in the gloaming on the bonny banks of Clyde. Roaming in the gloaming with me laddie by my side. When the sun has gone to rest, that's the time that we love best. Oh, it's lovely roaming in the gloaming. One night in the gloaming, we were tripping side by side. He kissed me twice, he asked me once if I would be his bride. When I promised to be his, he handed me the ring. We were all so happy that we danced the heel and fling. On the bonny banks of Clyde, roaming in the gloaming with me laddie by my
sun has gone to rest, that's the time that we love best. Oh, it's lovely roaming in the gloaming.
Ah, well, this'll no buy the baby a pair of shoes. I'll gang away upstairs and change my clothes.
Good. You just do that. And take your time. We'll be waiting for you right here.
Yeah, but right do.
Help! Let me out! Help!
What's that?
I didn't hear anything.
Help! Let me out!
Horace! Bring a ladder right away. There's somebody in the dungeon.
Hello, Mr. McNabb. Did you know your castle had ghosts?
Ghosts?
Well, that's right. Well, you've heard of ghosts in Scottish castles. This is the McNabb ghost. There's really no one down there.
The McNabbs have no ghost.
My, a trap door. What they won't think of next.
Who's doing that?
Hartley E. Benson!
You see, this ghost calls himself Hartley E. Benson. Mr. McNabb, I have to ask a favor of you.
Later, lass, later.
Later will be too late. I want you to sell me the Glowery wine cup.
And what will you do with it?
Give it to Mr. Glowery.
Lass, I'd sell you the cup. I'd give you the cup as a present, but not to give to any Glowery.
Were you trying to get that cup for Duncan Glowery?
Yes, I was, Mr. Benson.
Well, then why'd he send me around here?
You.
How many people does Glowery have working for him? I had enough of this deal.
How is it that everybody wants to get hold of that cup to give to Duncan Glowery?
Mr. McNabb, it isn't just for Mr. Glowery. His grandson was born last week, and the cup is rightfully his, and...
Nay. No thieving Glowery's ever gonna get it.
I know. The McNabbs hate the Glowerys, and the Glowerys hate the McNabbs.
Susanna, don't lose your temper.
I will lose my temper. A pack of idiotic men hating each other, that's all you know. When I met you on the ship, I liked you, Mr. McNabb, and I thought the best thing would be if you sold the Glowery cup and stopped hating people. And when I was out there singing Jeannie's song, I still liked you, Mr. McNabb. But now you can keep your old cup because I don't like you, Mr. McNabb.
Lass, come back here, please. I'm going to give you the Glowery cup, lass.
Give it to me.
Aye. I'd like you to like me again, lassie.
Captain, I have a request from two of the passengers. They'd like you to perform a marriage ceremony.
Oh, very well. I'll notify you as soon as we're 12 miles out. And by the way, Miss Pomeroy, now that sort of work is more in your line. I would like to emphasize that on this voyage, if there are any feuds among the passengers, you are to keep out of them.
But I don't see how
Settling feuds is not your job.
Yes, sir.
All right. How about the couple that want to get married?
I introduced them.
Really? Well, I'm glad to hear that. What are their names?
Mrs. Hatfield and Mr. Jeff McCoy.
Hatfield and...
McCoy.